Hey, all. So tonight we're going to talk about is it Love Boat or is it Battleship? A couple's guide to smooth sailing on your next cruise,
Or so we think.
or so we hope and try.
Yeah.
So we all know going on a cruise with your soulmate is kind of just like any other part of being together. It's a little bit of give and a little bit of take because you're different people and you want to do different things and see different things and go different places. So we
Basically, I'm going to just take over from here.
I'm used to that.
Yeah. So as a couple that likes to travel and loves to cruise specifically, here are a list of things that we try to always compromise on when we cruise. Yeah.
And it always works out in the end, but it's getting there sometimes is a challenge.
Primarily, choosing destinations while he might be dreaming of a thrilling Alaskan adventure. And I am going to admit that I will prefer laid-back vibes of the Caribbean. It's a bit of chill versus thrill. Or warmth versus chill. Yeah.
We usually we pretty much, yes, I want to do Alaska. Yes, I want to do a Med cruise and a South Pacific cruise and a world cruise.
Okay, sign me up for all of them, but I'm just bringing my winter coat to Alaska.
So that's kind of like we talk about it, and usually, honestly, it kind of ends up being okay. Here's 4 or 5 itineraries that are in the right time frame for when we want to go, and we kind of pick the one that has the most number of islands we haven't been to yet.
Right. It makes it that much easier.
Right. That way, we get to explore new places.
Yes.
Even though we can't always agree on how to explore them, but that's coming later. Onboard activities. He could be looking forward to a blackjack table at the casino while she might be excited about the spa and wellness center. So that is kind of a generality because I don't play blackjack, and Cheryl doesn't really do the spa and wellness center. But it's kind of, I do like spending time in the casino.
And I do too, but not at the tables.
Well, I'm a craft player, so I want to, get down there and dial in for a couple of hour session. And Cheryl, is like $20 in a slot machine, and she's good for a while. So
as long as it doesn't take it right away.
Yeah. If she can get 10 or 20 minutes of play on it, she's fine.
Yeah.
So I like live music. Cheryl likes live music as well, but she also likes going to shows and going to comedians. And while I don't dislike those things, if I find a good blues band or a good rock band on board, I'm kind of set for the week. And Cheryl, I don't know, how would you say? I mean, you don't get bored, but you want to explore and do things.
I want to definitely do other things. Right. I mean, we can always go back to listen to the bands and the live music, but we kind of beat that one. So we're going to go on to excursions.
No, that wasn't beating it. That was explaining it.
Oh, mansplaining.
Mansplain, really?
Yeah.
Coming from the 800 word a minute person. Okay.
Whatever. But hey.
Next up.
Perhaps he's all about those historical toys and ancient ruins while she's eager to shop till she drops at local markets and designer boutiques. Okay, people, if you know me, I do like to shop, but I'm not a shopping till you drop, and I'm not into the designer boutiques. A, because half the stuff won't fit me, and B, because I like to look around at the different shops. I, too, like the historical toys when we make it, and the ancient ruins. We've actually learned a lot taking island tours the last few cruises that we've been on. So he just likes to pick on me.
Not at all. I just like to point out that, her version of not shopping till she drops is still about, 3 eternities longer than I like to shop.
Boo.
Dining preferences. Just like, again, this one is more of a generality than specific to us, but just like deciding, where to go eat, at home, I might lean towards My apologies. My cat decided just to jump up and dig his claws into my thigh. I think I have to go to the hospital.
Wow.
I might lean more towards a steakhouse where Cheryl might be more eager to try a gourmet Italian place.
I don't do a lot of steak.
So once, now on, that's one of the reasons we love cruising is we're very satisfied going to the main dining room 7 nights out of 7 and enjoying the ambiance and the atmosphere there. The food is plenty good enough for us. Now, neither of us is really foodies. I mean, yeah, I like a good steak every now and then, but having a 30-day aged dry aged T-bone covered in gorgonzola, blah blah blah. Okay.
Give me some good chicken.
Yeah, well, yeah. As long as there's a KFC nearby, sure, I'll be happy.
I don't know. Not putting down KFC. I just like my chicken. Anyway.
Next up.
Accommodations. He may prefer bigger and more luxurious cabins. While she values practicality and proximity to key areas on the ship. It's like an episode of Cruise Ship House Hunters. Okay. Only because I lose my way quite often, so that's it. That's it.
And Cheryl is fine with an ocean view room.
Yep.
We enjoy the balconies, but Cheryl is fine with the ocean view because we're not there that often. And while I also am okay with the ocean view, if it was in the budget, I would quickly snap up a 2-bedroom suite somewhere.
But just the two of us, that's just weird. But okay.
Well, just for the luxury of it, the butler,
we did it.
Yeah, exactly. So, entertainment, we've already kind of touched on this one a little bit. Big Broadway style shows, comedy clubs, live music, quiet reading rooms. It's kind of give or take, and like some nights, we'll spend at the Caskin Clipper, the British pub on the Royal Caribbean, Wonder of the Seas, and some nights we'll be in the attic listening to a comedian. Yeah. And we do that give and take, and that's
there is a happy medium.
Yeah, when I get what I want, I'm happy.
Oh, sweet. He's not good. Packing. I'm just going to take this from the jump. He might be all about packing light and minimally, while she could be prepared for any situation. Not a lie, except for the kitchen sink, because I'm not doing dishes on my vacation. We have brought coffee makers with us when we've gone on a couple of vacations. Not on
a cruise, but yes, on right.
And you never know what you might need a caffeine pick me up at sea with the espresso machine.
Coffee available pretty much 24/7.
Yes, and that's why we brought
that's super strong
mugs.
Usually.
Yes, it is. And without coffee grounds, I love it.
So I would be very happy packing a 19-inch, maybe a 20-inch suitcase for everything for me for a week. Cheryl can barely manage 2 30-inch suitcases for a week.
I'm not going to
actually. No, that's not true. 1 30-inch that's hers, and half of my 30-inch.
Whatever. Moving on. We all know how I like to overpack.
Yes, that's kind of the gist of it. Those are the major areas that we let's say converse about. But it just again, it's marriage, give and take. Some days she gets what she wants, some days I get what I want, sometimes we both get what we want. So that's really about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Now we told you a little bit about how we compromise or don't compromise. Check out this video we did recently on our time at the Wonder of the Seas a couple of weeks ago.